Hello and happy Wednesday from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. That goes for Coach and that goes for Verdine. Reminding you, you're a shining star, no matter who you are, unless you're Herschel Walker, in which case you are done. You are burned out. Congratulations to the people of Georgia. And was that just a bad dream? Was that just like the last season of Dallas? Herschel Walker was not really a candidate for the United States Senate, was he? Doesn't matter now. As they said in the Monty Python movie, it got better. And I'm happy to report that really for the first time in about 7 years, I am genuinely optimistic now about our country's future. And here's why. Things were not going to get better until the age of crazy came to a close. Now, that process is not completed, but it is now inevitable. Once again, crazy is not cool. Not that it ever should have been. That made no sense whatsoever. But we're going to return to a non-crazy environment. Now, understand why. It's not because the GOP crazies have all of a sudden had some kind of moral and ethical epiphany, but they've now realized that the big lie and the big liars and all the lowercase liars are now losers and liabilities. Can't win with them. Can't do it, as Mike Singletary once said. And this process will be completed. And Trump's done. Trump is done. Now, okay, so you get the convictions yesterday. The Trump organization convicted on all counts of tax fraud. Donnie not directly involved this time, but he will be all these subsequent times. Now, let me say this. I actually am against the idea of the January 6th committee making criminal referrals to DOJ. Not because there wasn't criminal activity, there was historic criminal activity. And the committee has done a masterful job of laying out irrefutable evidence. But here's the thing. Now let DOJ and now let Merrick Garland do their job. They don't need criminal referrals. They can do whatever they want to do. And these criminal referrals will just load the cannon of the GOP liars who will contend, well, see, that just proves that this was all politically partisan. No reason to do it. You've done a wonderful job. Now get out of the way. All right, sports. I've been a big proponent, actually, of the Cowboys pursuing and signing OBJ. Makes sense to me. But I will say this, if after his physical yesterday, if there's some doubt as to whether he can participate this year and help in the playoffs this year, at that point I would have to pass. I don't think it makes any sense to sign him to a contract starting next season. Either he's ready to go or I'd have to just go in a different direction. The legend of Jimmy G grows. Jimmy G? He's been resurrected. He walks on water. Jimmy G don't need no stinking surgery. Unbelievable. So what was that Merle Haggard song? If we make it through December. Well, if the 49ers do that, they might just do all right. And in the meantime, they're looking pretty anyway. Baker Mayfield. What a strange case. Now, he is down to his last strike, for sure. His career is teetering on the brink. But the only team that put in a claim on waivers for him yesterday was the Rams. If he's got a shot, that might be the best opportunity he could hope for. McVay likes him. He would operate well in that offense. He may have a long-term opportunity because we don't know what's going on with Matthew Stafford. That might be an answered prayer for Baker Mayfield. So the Tennessee Titans are headed toward their third straight AFC South title. So what they do yesterday, they fired their general manager. And it looks like it all came down to that off-season trade that shipped off A.J. Brown to Philadelphia, and then the owner got very irate watching A.J. Brown catch 2 touchdown passes on them the other day. So, interesting turn of events. Finally, let any receiver at any level, let them cast the first stone at the Steelers' young wide receiver, George Pickens, who was picked up on television on a parabolic mic the other day saying, "Throw me the effing ball." What receiver hasn't said that? I mean, we're radically rational.